Welcome to the Gauntlet of Greatness, guys. I'm Randy Buehler. I'm joined by Shadow Tatella. Welcome, Shadow.
Hello.
The matchup we have queued up for you guys is from the Legends bracket of our giant bracket. Living End versus Ad Nauseum. You guys voted the Ad Nauseum deck in. We're going to see what happens. We've already played our way through the first round in each of the other three quadrants so far of our giant bracket. Best 24 decks in Modern right now. It's time to find out what happens with the last two. Living End versus Ad Nauseum. So we'll start out, check out the deck lists. Here is the Living End deck. So the basic idea with this deck, if you haven't seen the combo before, you have Cascade spells in your deck, Violent Outburst, and Demonic Dread. The only thing in the deck that's cheaper than these Cascade spells, so the thing you're guaranteed to hit whenever you cast one, is the Living End. No need to wait 3 turns, no need to pay 4 mana, you just get to play the Living Death effect. All the creatures in play die, all the creatures in the graveyard come back into play, and of course you've spent your early turns cycling things into the graveyard. Cycling, land cycling, and sometimes just blowing up the other guy's lands. So, pretty linear deck. It basically only has plan A, but, I mean, it's a pretty solid plan A, and if people aren't really packing enough graveyard hate to fight you or don't have the ability to counterspell your Living Ends, it's a pretty powerful strategy. Now, the opponent here, in what I guess is a race, this is not going to be the most interactive of the matchups we've ever played, but this is an Ad Nauseum combo deck, and the combo is if you have either Phyrexian Unlife in play or you cast Angel's Grace, then you don't die to the loss of life that comes whenever you cast Ad Nauseum. You can play Ad Nauseum. You can just draw every single card in your library, and you wind up at minus 20-something, and you have your entire deck in your hands. Well, your entire deck includes Simian Spirit Guides, so that you can make 3 mana, so that you can cast Lightning Storm, so that you can discard enough lands to just kill your opponent. So that's the deck. Cast Ad Nauseum at a point where you're not going to die to loss of life, draw your whole deck, kill the opponent. All right, let's go into the play lobby, Shadow. I'll be in constructed open play Getting Serious, and I'm playing the Ad Nauseum deck. I will make sure that we don't have to worry about clocks. And where's the clocks? Match options, there we go.
Match options.
60-minute clocks. Host a new match. Let's fight.
Sure.
All right, game on.
All right, I'm muting.
All right, yeah, I'm going to mute you, and I will chat more after the match. All right, got Shadow muted. I can talk openly with you guys. We've got the Ad Nauseum. Boseju's not relevant to this matchup. I've got a bunch of mana, so basically all I need here is the Angel's Grace or the Phyrexian Unlife. I think that's good enough to keep. Mana plus half of the combo. I don't think I can mulligan that. And, I mean, we can win as early as turn 4. It's just a question of finding Phyrexian Unlife or Angel's Grace. I can cycle in a couple Street Wraiths. Conjurer's Bauble, I guess. I don't particularly feel like paying life for lands. Hilarious. Oh, I have to have a target in my graveyard? No, I don't have to. It's up to. But I can't target him, unfortunately. Oh, second Lotus Bloom. Well, we have infinite mana. The question is just, can we find the other half of the combo? Oh, wow. Him not playing land, I like our chances a little better. It's unfortunate for him. Man, yeah, he kept 1 land to pay life to cycle cards. That does sound like a keeper. Unfortunate for him. Okay, now he's got lands. Survey says, Angel's Grace, please? No. I don't want the Lightning Storm. I have an Ad Nauseum that he can't do anything about. Game 1. I don't need to counter anything. Yeah, I just take Serum Visions here. Let's take down, so we'll have all the mana in the world. Next turn. Huh. Hooray. Easy game, right? I don't know if the Serum Visions even matters. I don't know if paying life to Watery Grave matters. Yeah, none of this should matter. Just do this. I'll do that. And we should just win the game next turn. I mean, I guess if I didn't know his list, I could be Serum Visioning to try to find a Pact of Negation, just in case. I can actually go off as a response to the Pact of Negation trigger during my upkeep and just win the game there without ever having to pay for Pact, but whatever. He's got nothing he can do to interact with me game 1. I guess Beast Within can hit Phyrexian Unlife. That's the thing. Yeah, so I should have Spirit Guided and Serum Visioned just in case the top card of my library is packed. But did I actually have enough mana to play the Phyrexian Unlife on next turn? I've had 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh yeah, there's no reason to even risk Beast Within. Should not have played the Phyrexian Unlife. Should have just waited for next turn. Not going to matter, but yeah. I opened myself up to 1 turn of Beast Within, even though I didn't need to. Alright, cast the Lotus Bloom. And cast the Lotus Bloom. Alright. Black, black, black. Here is Ad Nauseum. Yeah. So he's conceded. He knows how this works. I draw every card in my library. Life loss doesn't work because of Phyrexian Unlife. I discard 3 copies of Simian Spirit Guide to pay for Lightning Storm. Discard my lands. Yeah. Once I have the Don't Die effect in play alongside and am resolving Ad Nauseum, the deck just wins. Somebody who could counter Lightning Storm might have an issue. All right, he's got Slaughter Games, which is kind of annoying. His Slaughter Games, though, I can kind of want to see what he's got. So his Living End deck, his sideboard has 3 copies of Slaughter Games. He has to target me for those. And like my deck is so good against him anyway. He has to target me for those, and maybe what I do here is bring in these Leylines of Sanctity. I mean, it just preemptively counters Slaughter Games, right? How does he beat me other than with Slaughter Games? Side out Lightning Storm? Yeah, I think that those things are so good against me that I actually want these Leylines. I don't know if I want 4 of them. It's not like, oh my god, I want to junk up my hand with a bunch of Leylines, but the Simians need the Spirit Guides. They're part of the combo. I can't counter the stuff that I care about, so I don't think Pact of Negation is important. Slaughter Pact's obviously pretty bad in the matchup. Tormod's Crypt is great against him. I mean, I'm tempted by Darkness or Inquisition, but that just doesn't feel like what the matchup's about. I think I'm going to bring in these 3 Leylines preemptively, and we'll see what happens. It's funny. The chat on the stream is suggesting that I sideboard out the Lightning Storm. If my opponent's going to scoop to the Ad Nauseum, then I don't actually need to have the victory condition in my deck. It's pretty hilarious. What do I do with this hand? So I have the Leyline, which means I can't get Slaughter Games. But then And I have a bunch of mana, but I don't have any of the combo. I'm going to try this. It's kind of sketchy, but I feel better with a ley line. Do have a little bit of search. I have enough acceleration that I can win relatively fast. I don't know. It's not a great hand, but it's got a little bit of everything, so let's try it. All right. Am I scrying first? I kind of want blue as quickly as I can get it. So, I think I Serum Visions. Oh, awesome. Oh, so I drew an Ad Nauseum. I no longer need this one. And Sleight of Hand is probably better than a card off the top if I have the mana to cast it. Next turn, I want to play a Pentat Prism. The turn after that, yeah, I can cast 2 Sleight of Hands. So I think it is... Yeah, it's better than a random card if I have time, and I think I do. And basically, I've got the Ad Nauseum. I just need to find a way to not die. I don't know. This time isn't completely free. But it just feels like next turn I'm set up to play a couple of slights, do whatever digging. Yeah, I can play slight, Scryland. I should update the match score. We are up a game with Ad Nauseum. This is game 2, Ad Nauseum combo deck. Oh, stupid Ingot Chewer. Okay, that's annoying. Nothing to do about it. He slights your sorceries. Yeah, I mean, it's still set up to go slight Skyland. I'm just farther away. I don't feel like I have 5 lands, so I'm going to take Peer Through Depths. With the Temple on the bottom, I think Slight and Scryland is better than Peering Through Depths right here. Oh, awesome. Phyrexian Unlife. That on the bottom. So now, next turn, I can cast Phyrexian Unlife. Don't have any acceleration into Ad Nauseum, but what are you going to do? Well, what I can do is I can dig for acceleration. Simian Spirit Guide would do the trick. Lotus Bloom does not have time to do the trick. Too slow. I like it. Chat says the deck needs more Forbids and Stalking Stones. I admit I would enjoy this deck more if it had more Forbids and more Stalking Stones. That is certainly true. Yeah, Living End resolves. I don't know what I can do about that. What is it? 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 power? Yeah. Well, all we can do is play Phyrexian Unlife and hope we get to untap next turn. If we get to untap next turn, we should just win the game. And I mean, Phyrexian Unlife, we're not going to lose here. Like, even if he could deal 20, Phyrexian Unlife would keep me alive until he dealt more. The problem is he can kill Beast Within to kill Phyrexian Unlife, and then we're just really, really sad. I've already gone through one Ingot Chewer. I don't know. I feel like he should be out of disruption. His deck isn't all that disruptive at the end of the day. Sweet. I like the going to your end step part. Alright, I can get a Watery Grave. I still have a Swamp in my deck. What do I have I can get with Flooded Strand? I still have white hands, no problem. All right. Polluted Delta gets a swamp. I don't think he has any ability to interact with this. I cast Ad Nauseum. Doesn't matter how much life I lose to the Ad Nauseum, Phyrexian Unlife keeps me alive. Oh, Beast Within's an instant. That's what he has to interact with me. Okay, that's really bad. Why did I think Beast Within was a sorcery? Beast Within's an instant. Yeah, that's just GG. I didn't have any choice. I had to just go for it there. Now, what can I do? Tormod's Crypt's a little late. Is there anything I can actually draw here? I don't have any idea how I can get out of this. I don't have a darkness in my deck. I can't make any mana. Yeah, I don't think I can get out of this. All right, yeah, we're dead. Fair enough. We found Phyrexian Unlife instead of Angel's Grace. I mean, I've got 4 Angel's Grace. That would have, although we would have been, the mana would have been trickier there. I mean, I could have Pact of Negation still in my deck. What would it be in for, though, right? I feel like I need these ley lines. Am I supposed to have Pact of Negation in my deck? Oh, interesting. I could have waited to see if he was going to Beast Within Phyrexian Unlife and then done Ad Nauseum as a response. The fact that the entire kill can happen at instant speed is kind of interesting. Yeah, once he lets me untap, I'm actually supposed to wait. I don't know. He should have just done it main phase, though. So I was thinking, once I got to my turn, I stopped thinking about Beast Within. He probably should have done it main phase. And I probably should have waited and tried to respond to it. That's good. Half the combo, mana. Yeah, good enough. Let's keep this. All right. Hopefully we win game 3. I mean, this deck's super powerful. When you pull the combo off, you just plain win the game. Problem is, it's a little on the fragile side. If they have anything to mess with you, it's probably enough. Interesting. Serum Visions or Peer Through Depths better? Seems like I Peer Through Depths here. And then, I don't know, I kind of need a land. Also, not crazy to play Pentad Prism here. I guess I can play Pentad Prism, and if he kills it, I can use the mana to Peer Through Depths. I mean, I'm going to have to risk it. Risk a Pentad Prism for sure. I think I can just pay life for Hollow Fountain. It doesn't seem super relevant to this matchup. And get the better land. thought about putting Anticipate into the deck instead of Peer Through Depths, but the ability to search for 5 is nice. I don't know. It may be that you want land or Phyrexian Unlife enough that searching for 3 is good enough. I actually had the list with Anticipates at one point, and then I went back to Peer Through Depths. And I'm honestly not sure which of those is better. All right, Serum Visions and Slight has to be better than just 1 Peer Through Depths. Slight. Okay, there's the Angel's Grace. It's funny, I wish this was the Serum Visions. I want the land too. So I have to keep the Angel's Grace, and now I kind of do wish this was Anticipate so that I could get land with it. Whatever. I'm clearly keeping Angel's Grace. I have no choice but to put that on the bottom. Serum Visions. So this is a Scry. I've drawn a Pentad Prism, which doesn't help me next turn. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 mana, which is not nearly enough. I have 6 if I survive with a Pentad Prism. So I don't think Spirit Guide actually helped me. 1, 2, 3, 4. It means if he blows up 1 Pentad Prism, I can still get to 5. This clearly doesn't have time to matter. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I feel like I just need mana for the key turn. So I think this is better than a random draw. I'm going to go ahead and put this in play. Yeah, and I'm still 1 mana short of actually winning the game, right? Even with the Spirit Guide, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Spirit Guide makes 5. That's not quite Grace plus Ad Nauseum. But I feel like Tormod's Crypt should buy me some time. Also living in this constant fear of slaughter games. Now we just lose, right? Damn it. Well, I guess I'm supposed to play this out. Oh, what happens? I can Peer Through Depths, and I can... No. It's the third game. We'll play it out. I can't imagine how I recover from this. Yeah, unfortunate. Wow, I thought that I just had the faster combo deck, but his deck just has more ability to interact with me. Yeah, the fact that he can Beast Within my Phyrexian Unlife, that he can Slaughter Games my combo. Yeah, I don't think this is worth playing out. He takes my Lightning Storm. I have no way to win. I can't stop him from doing it. I'm just going to concede. I'm going to make you guys watch us play this out. You got me. You haven't turned your mic back on, though.
Yeah. Did you scoop while I was looking up the name of that card?
Yeah, I scooped while you were looking. There's no reason. There's no point in playing that out. You've got me.
Right. Then I just cast creatures, right? Tormod's Crypt doesn't stop that.
Correct.
Yeah.
Or you just make me blow it once, and it's not like my victory condition at that point consists of attacking you with Simian Spirit Guide.
Right.
I'm not gonna make everybody watch. I find that out. You know, I can't even Peer Through Depths' response to like find the Lightning Storm because you can search my hand too.
I can search your hand. Right. It doesn't matter.
Wow,
Slaughter Games is another card that just ends that deck.
Yeah, no. You were talking to me. You were playing around with the deck before we got on the stream, and you found it to be super fragile. If they've got anything, you know, whether it's a Pithing Needle to say Lightning Storm or Slaughter Games or just whatever, even Beast Within was enough.
Right. I just found it super fragile. I was not happy with that deck at all.
All right. Well, super fragile it was. So take a look at the giant bracket. We are in the Legends quadrant of the bracket. And it will be Living End that moves on to take on the Affinity deck, not Ad Nauseum. Little bit too fragile of a combo deck. Could not get the job done. I thought I was going to win that, but I didn't. I had all the pieces. I was a little short on mana. I needed sort of one more mana to go off, but I had all the pieces assembled. I mean, I assembled all the pieces, all the games. It just wasn't good enough.
I had so on that turn, I had the thing to kill your prismatic prism, whatever.
Yeah, sure.
And I'm like, do I discard this? Because I was looking for the slaughter games. Like, if I find slaughter games, I just win.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm just going to kill that thing and then play a little bit slower.
No,
but
that would
like,
have been pretty good. I had another one in my hand, so I would have been taking a turn to do it. So I could have replaced it, but I mean, it buys you a turn.
Right.
Anyway, good match.
Yeah, good match.